5-1. Writing linear equations in slope-intercept form. We're going to write a linear equation. That means our final product is an equation. It starts out pretty simple. They give us the slope. They give us the y-intercept. They say, okay, write a linear equation in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So we're going to put 2 in for m because that's always the slope, and 9 in for b because that's always the y-intercept. So our equation is going to be y equals 2x plus 9. So in the first kind of problems, all you're doing is putting 2 in for the slope, 9 in for your b, writing the equation. This is the answer. Okay, one more time. This says, write an equation of the line with the given slope and y-intercept. They're giving us the slope, they're giving us the y-intercept. All we have to do is go y equals, put the slope in for m, negative 7x, plus put the y-intercept in for b. The y-intercept is always b. The slope is always m. Okay, remember, y equals mx plus b. What if the slope, let's try another one. What if the slope is negative 2 and the y-intercept is negative 8? What would you put? Well, you start with this, substitute slope in for slope, and y-intercept in for b. Remember, m is always slope. So, y equals negative 2x plus negative 8. Or you could say y equals negative 2x minus 8. Those are both right. Here's the first part of video homework. Now, something's going to change here. Instead of giving us the slope and the y-intercept, they want us to write an equation. They've given us the graph. So we need to find those two things. We need to find slope and y-intercept. The easiest way to find those things is, first of all, to find the slope. To find slope, we need to choose 2 points on the graph that for sure are hitting where the lines cross. So I'm going to pick this point and this point. There's my 2 points I picked, both on crisscrosses of the lines. Then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2. So my slope is 3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. That's my slope. Now, what else do I need to write the equation? Well, I need the y-intercept. Well, what does y-intercept mean? Y-intercept means where the line crosses the y-axis. Here's our line. So where is it crossing the y-axis? Well, it's crossing the y-axis at, let's see, negative 2, 4, negative 6. So the y-intercept is negative 6. So now I can write my equation because I found the slope and the y-intercept. So my equation is y equals 3 over 2x plus negative 6, or you could have put minus 6. There's my answer. Okay, here's another line. So we need to write the equation. So what do we need to do? We need to find slope. How are we going to find slope? We're going to pick 2 points where we know the line is crossing the crisscross marks for sure. So I'm going to pick this point right here and this point right here. And then I'm going to start at the bottom point and go up. 1, 2, 3. Up 3 over negative 1. See that? up 3 over negative 1. Okay, that's the path. So the slope is 3 over negative 1, which is just negative 3. Okay, now, next I need a y-intercept. What's y-intercept mean? Where does the line cross this line? Where does this line cross the y-axis? Well, it crosses the y-axis right there. So what's that point? Let's see. That point is 2, 4, 6. So at positive 6. So the y-intercept is positive 6. So you write the equation y equals negative 3x plus 6. Done. Okay, here is the second part of video homework. You're going to write the equation of the line. Remember, you're going to find the slope. So look for some points that you can tell for sure are on the crisscross to write that, and then find the y-intercept. Then write the equation. Okay, sometimes they don't give you the slope and the y-intercept. Sometimes they just give you 2 points on the line, and you have to find the slope and the y-intercept. So, this is sort of a process. When this happens, the first thing to do is find the slope. Well, how are we going to do that? We're going to use the slope formula. Remember the slope formula? M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So, first step, use the slope formula. So, negative 8 minus 1 over 0 minus negative 3. Slope formula. That gives me negative 9 on the top, positive 3 on the bottom, so the slope is negative 3. So I've found M. I need M and B to write the line. Okay, now I don't have any idea what B is, but I can find it, and here's how I'm going to find it. I'm going to take the slope-intercept form of the line, and I'm going to put my slope in, and I'm going to pick a point up here, either this point or this point, to put in for my x and my y, and then I can solve for B. I like to pick the point with the 0, or sometimes if there's no 0, I pick the point that has all the positive numbers if I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the y value for the point I picked in y's place, the x value for the point I picked in x's place, and the slope for m. I'm going to put those 3 numbers in and try to find b. So y is negative 8, so negative 8 equals m is negative 3 times 0 plus b. So negative 3 times 0, well, that's just 0. So b equals negative 8. Now I have a b and I have an m, and I'm going to write the equation of the line. So the equation of the line is y equals negative 3x plus negative 8. Some people get confused right here because they want to try to put a number in for y and x, but we're not. Now we're writing an equation. All equations in slope-intercept form have a y variable and an x variable. The numbers are the m and the b. Let's do it. Okay, when it says to take these 2 points, write an equation of the line. Step 1 is to find the slope. That's step 1. So let's find the slope. So 8 minus 5 over negative 3 minus 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. Negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. So the slope is negative 3/5. We've got our m. There's m. I'll put an m by it so we'll remember. Next, we found m. We need b. The only way we can find b is to use this equation and choose one of the 2 points and put it in and solve for b. So I'm going to choose this point. Okay, I could have chosen the other point. I would still get it. I just would rather choose the positives than deal with the negatives. So, y is 5. Remember, I'm going to put y in. M is negative 3/5. X is 2. And all that leaves is the b, and that's what I'm trying to find. So now I'm going to do the math. Okay, so 5 equals, put your 2 over 1. That's going to be negative 6/5 plus b. So since that's negative 6/5, I'm going to go plus 6/5 to each side. Plus 6/5. So I got 5 plus 6/5. Well, what's 6/5 in a mixed number? 1 1/2. I mean 1 1/5. So that's really 5 plus 1 1/5. Well, isn't that 6 1/5? Yeah, because 5 plus 1 is 6. So 6 1/5. That cancels. That's what b is. It's okay for b to be a mixed number. Remember, it's slope that can't be mixed. So now I got slope and I got b. Can I write my equation? Sure. Y equals the slope, negative 3/5, x plus the b, 6 1/5. Now you've written your equation. Now, at this point we have to learn something else about f of x. We introduced f of x about a week ago. It's really just a fancy name for y, but it's saying the function at x equals something. The function at x, okay? So, the way it's going to happen in this lesson is you're going to see things that say f of 2 equals 5. So f of 3 equals 0. Let me show you what that means. What that means is when I put 2 in for an x value, my y becomes 5. When I put 3 in for an x value, y is 0. So it's giving me the ordered pair. This is actually an ordered pair. F of x equals 5, so that means y equals 5. F of 2, when x is 2, y equals 5. So it's saying the function, when you put 2 in for x, gives you out 5. It's kind of like input, output, input, output. So the ordered pair that goes with this is 2, 5. The ordered pair that goes with the next one is 3, 0. Okay? So you could actually say that f of x equals y up here, if that helps your brain to go, oh, that's an x, that's a y. It's an x, that's a y. It's an x, that's a y. So if they tell you f of negative 2 equals 5, and you need the ordered pair, remember, this is, you put 2 in, negative 2 in, and you got 5 out. So there's the ordered pair. So it's in order, if that helps. Here's the last part of video homework. Have a lovely evening.